This is a law now. It just got signed yesterday.
This law, is a great protection for veterans, and it gives several different options for avoiding foreclosure and keeping your credit intact.
Hello, everyone. So it replaces the VASP program, which was a Veteran Affairs Servicing Purchase Program, which was the VA's way. They were taking these seriously delinquent loans and putting them in their own mortgage portfolio. So that started in 2024 and it ended May 2025. So now in place of that, we have the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act, which is an improvement. And it aligns it more with FHA, with what people can do if they get seriously behind on an FHA loan. Well, now VA has expanded its options. And one of the good things about this is that now the VA can tack the payments that the veteran is behind, the VA can tack those onto the end of the loan now.
Yeah, this is an awesome thing. It helps to stave off getting foreclosed on.
Yes. Exactly. It's designed to give veterans more opportunities to stay in the home, even if they are seriously delinquent. So, and this means right now, almost 70,000 veteran homeowners are 90 days or more delinquent on their home payments. So this should help them because now they're going to be able to take those payments and add them to the end of their mortgage.
Which is amazing. So do you know what happens? I guess they just keep charging the interest plain all like they would have made the payments if whatever.
Yeah, and it may vary somewhat by service, by the servicer who's got the loan right now. And it's also going to give the VA more power to work directly with the loan servicers. And
the notes say that they are trying to explore more alternatives to foreclosure, like restructuring the loan, pausing payments, putting these at the end.
Yeah,
so more than one option and things. This law, is it a law or?
This is a law now. It just got signed yesterday.
Okay, great. Yeah. So this law, is a great protection for veterans, and it gives several different options for avoiding foreclosure and keeping your credit intact. Does this hit to your credit in any way if they do this restructuring?
That's a great question. I think that the lates are still going to show on your credit. The lates will still show. So I doubt that's going to go away. I don't know if there'll be any special notation on the mortgage or not on the credit report or what it'll look like with this because it's so new.
Well, it's not like you're trying to get finance for a house. You may not be able to buy a car right away or get other financing if you have those hits on your credit, maybe a higher interest rate or whatever like that, but you'll still have your house. You won't be homeless.
Still have your house, and that's the biggie.
Yeah, or trying to sell that and then buy another house with a hickey on your credit report. So that'd be a good thing too. So this is a big push to kind of prevent homelessness as well, besides the foreclosure bit and causing everybody that kind of grief, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, this is fabulous news. This is great.
Yep, it's great. Yeah, something good happened. Yay.
Yeah, exactly.
It did have bipartisan support. I will also add this was not a partisan bill. This was a bipartisan bill.
Yeah, so nobody had to bully anybody into signing it, right?
Hopefully not.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. What else is in here that we're missing? Stronger authority to negotiate with lenders and act quickly. So that's the VA. Okay, so if someone's having trouble, do they go to the VA to get this negotiated for them, or do they go to their lender? What's the process going to look like if someone is getting behind and needs to exercise one of these things?
I would contact both. I mean, I would absolutely contact the mortgage servicer because I think when people get behind, I'm dealing with a circumstance right now with a friend on an FHA loan, not a VA loan, a friend's daughter. Yeah. They got behind and they decided to just put their head in the sand about it. And now they're 5 months behind. I don't know how they're not already foreclosed on, but it's about to start happening. And if they had gone to the servicer early, there were probably some options that there aren't now. So absolutely do not try to just ignore it and pretend it will go away. Talk to your mortgage servicer. The earlier the better. If you see that you're going to be late and you're concerned that you may be late more than 1 month or just unable to make a payment, they can't help you if they don't know. And if you wait too long, then you're cutting off some of your options potentially. So for sure, talk to your mortgage servicer, but also absolutely call the VA and tell them to, because your mortgage servicer is not going to be current on this. This is a brand new law. And so the servicer is not going to be expert on this. They're going to be calling VA as well. But you as the veteran should also call VA and hear straight from VA what your options are.
Right, right. So would that be something that either you or I could help with, or is this going to be just between them and their servicer and the VA? I mean,
We can always call as advocates to like the VA Service Now number, which is primarily how they're going to handle it, at least with us. The veteran may have some other options as far as the number that they would call, but we would call, they wouldn't give us specific information on our client, but they would walk us through. Yeah. I mean, they'll talk to
how to
the
help
public
them.
about generally things like this. So you or I could call to help.
Okay, so if you get lost or confused, give us a call and we'll
Yeah.
do.
Oh, yeah.
We can make a call or we can direct you in the right way to go to
Mhm.
get some results happening. But like Milynda says, it's best to get ahead of it before it gets too far behind. Like you can tell generally if you're going to be missing a payment or maybe even two or three, and it's better to, put those payments at the end, give yourself a little break. Put a
Yes.
pausing your payments for a little bit is one of the options. So if if you're sick,
Yep.
if you're between jobs, if something has happened, you can get your payments paused and then pick them back up again and not miss any.
And there may be an option to modify the payment to lower it a little bit. You don't know until you call your servicer and see what they can do for you. But there are things that they have to offer you because it's a VA loan. So just again, what we see a lot of times with this is people get scared and don't want to deal with it. And that's the biggest
Right.
mistake. If you do it, then if you go ahead and do it quickly, then we can help. Sherri can help. I can help. We can call. We can be moral support, whatever. But let's keep you in the house.
Yeah. And there's no shame in this because we all
No,
know that shit happens.
shit happens.
Sometimes it does.
Everybody, there's complications in everyone's life.
Exactly.
So, but tackling it head on is the best way to move through it and keep moving forward in your home.
Right. And, we're going to keep it absolutely confidential and private. That's part of our client relationship with you. So we're going to, nobody's going to find out about anything. It'll be quiet. It'll be handled very professionally. And,
It
if
is your
we can
business.
get
It
you
is
out of a tight
nobody
spot.
else's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Exactly. So if this is something that's going on with you, if you're beginning to struggle right now and you're stuck in some kind of loop and you need some help with these payments, let us know and we'll get you headed in the right direction. We're going to try and keep you ahead of, aware of any other new things that are coming out. We got an address by the president for the NAR. There were a few things in there that were indicated that good things were going to be happening for home buyers and people in general, aside from the VA. But this is really exciting that this is all strictly for veterans. And I'm really proud of this and excited about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and got it right through. So, but we're all learning about it. So if it is something that affects you, our listener, our viewer, we will help you out with it because everybody is going to be new to this program.
Right.
So
And
the learning curve. Yeah.
it takes, people like us who care and will be politely persistent until we get you the best result we can. So exciting. This is the HR 1815, the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act. So
Yeah.
that's a bunch of words to cover what this is. It's not a nice, short, big, beautiful kind of thing, but
there's not a cute acronym that I've heard yet to make it easy to remember. And it is
besides,
literally,
yay.
yeah, hot off the press. This thing was signed on Wednesday, July 30th. So
Nice,
brand new.
nice, nice. So you heard it from us first, guys.
Yeah. Breaking news.
Right, right. Super exciting stuff, though. This is really awesome. And, I don't know what things are like in our area, our county. I don't know if things are all great here because our unemployment is pretty good around
Yeah.
here, I think. But I would imagine there are some people who need some help. So if you do, just
Well, yeah, the documents that I have, it says almost 90 or 70,000 veterans nationwide are more than 90 days behind on their mortgage payments. So there probably are some in our area. Yeah.
probably so. Well, we're here for you.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for bringing this, Milynda. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Grateful that you showed me this was coming out. We needed to report on it, but we'll be back later to share more good news with you. Hopefully we've got, like we said, we had the address that the president did for the National Association of Realtors. I don't know if you guys have heard about all the things that are in that or not, but we're going to go through it and report to you on things that are available for for people as well. So stay
Absolutely.
tuned.
He's definitely talking about homeownership. So, and wanting more people to be homeowners. So yeah, that'll be great to see if any of that can actually come to fruition.
Yeah. Homeownership, it stimulates a whole bunch of the economy with,
Yeah.
people doing renovations and this, that, and the other. So it's a good
Mhm.
thing. The American
Yep.
dream is a good thing, right?
Yep.
Rent. That's another thing we're going to be talking about soon as well, as how high rent has gone up and how, you know, sometimes it makes more sense to rent. Sometimes it makes more
Mhm.
sense to buy. So we have lots of things to talk about in our future, but this was the most important thing we could cover today. So thanks for bringing it to us.
Yeah. Pretty exciting.